the summer of love.
Very strong, so they're definitely playing to their strengths there, and it will be up to Team Hawaiian to
Yeah, we do have Hawaiian running a Lucio on defense, which will be very interesting to see. We do have that Junkrat and the Soldier here. Marisa set up in a very interesting spot right there. We have Mercy hiding above on ventilation. We have Diva sitting with her, protecting her, and Lucio is speed boosting and heal boosting.
counter dive as Junkrat comes in from the flank.
Junkrat putting good damage into Winston.
Oh, they go sharp early, that is...
Mercy is just beautiful, healing Winston, unable to heal two people at once. But she is going to get the res off on Sharp. Now, the defenders have
That's a very quick tire, but
Cheetah just cleaning up
this
here.
vibe.
We're 7 cleaning up here, and it looks like Team Hawaiian is going to hold that in the end to the top room. I'm not sure if this is going to work out in the favor of the team that debated them or the team that gets debated. Seeing as they...
Oh, the shield goes down. Oh!
And a beautiful
that.
coming out from the Spectacular. Squidgy picking up a pistol whip on the Baby Diva. With the Supercharger coming out and getting absolutely destroyed.
Oh!
Zonix trying to Rain Barrage, picking up Megs there, but getting killed by the Junkrat in the end.
Oh!
Splenectomy picking up 2 beautiful kills on the point. 2 very key picks on the defenders team, and at this point it's just the cleanup crew.
Yeah, the kills are coming through for both times, but I think the big difference is Squidgy got the Velkoff, and while they'd still got picked, they got both their reses in before. That said, the respawn advantage from Team Resurgence has put them in a very good position to take this point.
Oh, Cheetah, oh! Picks coming out here from Sharp. Very season 2, very nice to see after like 4 seasons of dive. Very refreshing to see. However, we do see the defenders team picking up and cleaning up.
Oh, that's
Dragonblade comes out.
Dragonblade. Oh, and there goes Mercy. They may well just clean this fight up.
Absolutely. We have a Junkrat tire coming out, trying to get picks, failing to get picks on the Trap Lucio, which would have been a very key and easy pick to get there. Attack by
the Sharp, but he gets slammed to the ground.
Absolutely shut down, however there's no cleanup on him and he just stands back up and continues uninterrupted.
Oh!
Slam coming out on
over, second tick gone over, and they're struggling to get anyone on this point.
96.9%.
Specula's Diva charged off the point. Who's contesting it? It's Squidgy on Moira. Down goes Squidgy, and Mercy comes in just in time.
99
barrier to keep the attackers going.
0.2% off the cap.
Oh, wow.
Out of Valkyrie, but get absolutely destroyed. And
there it is.
They're going to cap that with 3 minutes left, which is very, very good for this map indeed. We didn't see the summer coming out though.
Interesting choice, because there's a lot of poke, but neither of them are particularly great at pouncing on those low health targets.
With the double hit scan, especially... Oh, we have an early pick coming out on Sionis, however he's sending res. However,
We'll see if Cheetah keeps playing. Not Cheetah, sorry. The Lisgiven keeps playing that Widow.
Beautiful picks coming out from Sionis. Sionis picking up 2. Sharp picking up the Pharah. Absolutely decimating the enemy team. And Wallhaps coming out. Only...
Oh, that said, there's still anyone's point right now. Yeah, I think even with that exceptional performance by Xyonix, all the work, which means Xyonix was the only one who got ult charge. But the tanks are getting very close.
Reggie popping Valkyrie, double resing the monkey. The Lidsgiven is going to go down, and we're going to see a Diva Bomb coming out from Spectacular here.
Doesn't get anything, but it zones them quite well, and the attackers have control of the point right now.
But Spectacular is going to very barely lose her mech. But they are appearing to hold the point.
Oh, but unfortunately goes inside the barrier.
We see Spectacular actually picking off Rooney right there, while she's remaking and getting her mech back. And coming in behind, just wiping the Orisa supercharger. We have 5 people focusing on the Orisa. No amount of Fortify is going to protect you from that amount of damage. With a 542 cap.
542, very, very respectable time.
To absolutely shut down Sarno's first attempt to get up top.
Oh, there goes Cheetah.
Coming out on Cheetah from the Psyonix, rocking
That's
with
the go button as they try and block the res. Oh wow, that's huge. That is both supports from one line.
Getting dived by the Diva here.
Oh, the poor Diva. Oh, and she's getting staggered bad.
Was given already got a tire, and we're spam through the turret better.
Well, Trace is on the point, and that may well pull some people back to deal with it.
Hopefully we can see what the London Spitfire pulled on the first point of Lunar Colony, where they got the Summer Tracer to go behind and pull the enemy team down from the top.
Point, the fight was already over. Oh, early pick. Oh wow, just the list given is doing so much work on this Junkrat right now. Dark Prince getting everyone back up, but Squidgy pulling out the late Valk to counter it.
Kill here on Meg's getting Rose instantly. Cheetah going down to the Diva boosters, and we have it down.
Oh, there's an attack visor from Sharp. Can he make it? Oh, he's getting shut down by Diva.
We do have Pulsecon available here. Hopefully going to pick up a kill off that. They're going to only manage to get outside the range. Pulsecon is just a little bit more powerful Junkrat mine at this point. At the range that they both are.
Sharp's still on that high ground, uncontested, but he's not getting enough done. And oh, that tire picks up Dark Prince. Sharp's gonna need to get out there. He's
had his pulse bomb for that, it would have been absolutely devastating.
We're down to one last desperate push for Team Resurgence.
We do have Zarnage in the back, however, trying to clean up damage on the soldier. But he's starting to probably go down here to the Diva.
Oh, you should be able to avoid an oh, never mind. Feels bad. And Sharp's down. Yeah, their DPS are already down. They're going to struggle to get on that point. There it is.
Unluckers for Team Resurgence there.
But Xionyx is coming around behind to harass them, and if they don't dive on him, he's going to do a lot of damage there.
Trying to save the Diva out. He's going to be forced to retreat. We see the attacking team is all over the place here.
That
Sharp is going to be brought right
very
back.
risky res and gets very punished for it.
However, Sharp is going to make it worthwhile and pick the enemy Mercy. However, he is going to die for his reaction.
That's it. There's no one left to stop that cap.
And that was a nice, quick, clean first map.
Oh, it was nice. That push was nice and quick, but clean was the last thing that was. That was a lot of very dirty kills there.
Right at the end, it was very clean, however, and a very difficult to kill. And kills coming out from their tanks. And the kills coming out of that Junkrat launcher.
That was just, yeah, the list given was just doing so much damage.
Actually making quick work of that pharmacy combo.
Oh, there goes Specula's mech. And Megs is looking a bit cut off from the team as well. Yep, the kills are coming through.
Yeah, indeed. We definitely see Team Hawaiian getting absolutely shredded here.
Rounded.
So
oh, that's an early high noon from Sharp. Picks Squidgy. That's both supports. It's a free fight already.
Absolutely beautiful picks on the side of Team Resurgence here. They weren't lying when they said 2CP was their worst yet. Alright, we have Xionyx picking up beautiful 3 kills on both healers and on a Reaper here. We have Resurgence pushing up to the Hawaiian spawn.
One fight left. Squidgy gets picked early. They won't even get the Valk off.
10 seconds left on the clock. They're going to have to contest it really soon. And it is currently...
Oh, and there it is.
being picked.
Squidgy goes down without the Valk. That's going to be very hard.
However, was given picking up 3 kills with his Death Blossom and is finishing off Genji.
Oh, but
Diva Bomb coming onto point, almost C9ing that point, trying to get away from that Diva Bomb. This fight is turning out to the favor of Team Hawaiian.
yeah, that looks like they will cap that one over.
Less than 3
Oh,
seconds later.
that's a very nice. And there it is. Yeah, they've just used.
The
Diva
Ultra.
eats the dead eye, but Genji's already done the work with his blade. That
Ultra.
said, they've committed a lot of ults into this, and they're not pushing through.
Darkness already coming up with his second Moira ult here. Absolutely insane Moira ult. Oh, 2 beautiful picks coming out from Splenectomy here. Great zoning ult. And we have Resurgence picking up first round. Right after they get this one straggle.
Oh yeah, that dead eye will secure it.
Yeah, Deadeye securing the point, and we have Resurgence leading in a 1-0 lead for the Bull. And a missed
But with the Diva eating those Orisa things, it does mean that the Halt and Hook combo is a bit harder to get off.
Lucio dying early,
Oh!
Moira dying early. This fight is easily in favor of Team Resurgence. It looks like they're going to be making a very easy comeback tonight.
Oh, and Cheetah just gets his life force drained by that Moira.
At a children's fair, we do have that Valkyrie available, we have the Junkrat ult available. Coming out.
There's the Valk, and the
Picking up
oh, that's a huge fire!
kills.
Wow, that's just
Play of
cracked
the
that
game.
wide open.
Oh, and that fight is instantly won for Team Hawaiian. Absolutely decimating Team Resurgence there. With 77% on that Junkrat ult, 95%, 96. Already got a beat drop. 20% ult in 2 seconds. Absolutely beautiful. And we're coming up very quickly on a Mercy ult here, especially with all the killing that can be done.
I don't know if I agree with the Zarya Orisa combo. It can be very hard to get your Zarya energy off an Orisa tank.
Moira just absolutely beaming and shredding Team Hawaiian. Liz given only managing to find a kill with the tire, then getting picked by Rennie picking Mets up for a duo Q, and a Graviton Search coming up. Cheetah desperately.
No one, yeah. Cheetah.
Getting 1 kill.
Cheetah makes it back in. They may yet pull this fight out. Oh,
Squidgy
no, I've
pulling the
spoken
Valk
too
out, resing 2 people. This point has been evened out by the Mercy. But it is starting to look like it is in the favor of Team Resurgence. Resurgence picking up that Lucio just as soon as he gets resurrected. And
with the Valk over and the incredible healing power gone, it's just a matter of mopping up.
Point. Can we see the Zarya get moved here by Lynx? Maybe, maybe not.
Yeah.
Unfortunately not. Monkey being forced to use his jump pack and abandoning the point. Team Resurgence.
One will want to force the team fight now before that can come off cooldown.
Indeed. And if we do see in Resurgence picking up this point and then losing to
It's a very strong opening. Cheetah getting cleaned up by the Diva after taking a Dragon Blade, but Sharp knocked off the ledge. Defenders look like they're holding on here, but it's not been a clean fight. And there's the trance to just make sure they take control of this fight. Oh, but Resurgence aren't retreating, they're sticking in this one.
We have the team fight coming out in the pitfall here. This is very
Attack
critical.
visor from Sharp.
This is a
that's 2.
very critical fight here for Team Resurgence to take. If they do end up flopping on this push, it is going to be a very difficult rut to get out of. However, it is looking to be a very equal fight. Dark Prince coming up with her Valkyrie and getting picked immediately after by Megs.
God, that's not what you want. So they continue to jostle for positioning. And the cart is just sold out at the moment. I feel like Resurgence need to regroup this one.
Mr. Monkey,
but here comes the hero plays. As they
Absolutely
just,
beautiful plays. Coming out
Psionics and up, just pick up the kills.
1 HP with Tranquility. Maybe we'll force him to pop it here. Maybe not. Diva is getting demeched here, with Squidgy and Liz Gibbon taking lots of damage. Cheetah.
They do have both support ults.
We have the res coming out. Resing Demnos, hopefully resing Liz Gibbon here.
Yeah, Liz Gibbon, even if he gets res, which he is there, that Dragon Blade's not coming back.
Tranquility coming out here from Demnos, securing the point in a corner, which will be very difficult.
Window is not so much closed as just a bit more difficult. And there's Onyx. Demnos is down instantly, and
two beautiful picks coming out here from Psyonix. The Valkyrie is going to get popped and completely undoing the Dragon Blade there. Big drop.
Yeah, unfortunately, Dark Prince got picked before they could really make use out of theirs.
Big drop coming out. Megs picking off Psyonix. However, Team Resurgence does have a Diva ult available, which is amazing for zoning out this part of the point.
Boom! That's both supports.
Absolutely large, picking up both supports. Sharp just cleaning up. Farah and Soldier unable to support themselves through that team fight and not lasting at all.
Yeah, Hawaiian are going to stall on the point with this Winston ult, but with Zonix coming back on Reaper, it's going to be a very limited time that they can
1 HP,
get away with that.
Gucci 1 HP, Demnos getting picked, Baby Diva, and another bomb coming out here from Splenectomy.
That was actually Newbie's bomb, but Resurgence managed to retreat safely from it and get back on that card. So.
Well, it appears that Team Pineapple is going to be going for that wraparound push. They're attempting to go high ground. Lynx is about to get flanked by the Soldier here and the Reinhardt.
Well, Lynx is backing up and Soldier and Diva are there to guard it, but there's still a very strong death ball on the high ground. Indeed. Team Pineapple... Oh, that's a big anti though.
Team Pineapple getting absolutely destroyed by the anti and the Soldier combo. This anti dive in there and absolutely wipe them, negate the healers, bypass all healing that they could have gotten. Another beautiful anti.
And Newbie is getting staggered. Oh, and there's the sleep as well. And some teabagging. Oh, what a world. How long can they keep this stagger up? There's a lot of damage off. A lot of health off everyone, I should say. Oh, both the tanks either down or demexed. That is the go button for the defenders, and sure enough, here they come.
Onyx absolutely abusing that enclosed room, pulling a lot of damage out from his concussion grenades and his grenade launcher. Already at 75% on his ult, which, if I'm not...
He opened that fight with that ult, and he's almost got it again. It was... I'm not sure what Hawaiian were thinking trying to go up that way. They knew they were playing into a Junkrat.
And it looks like they're going to go for that wraparound tactic for a second try. Maybe they'll get it, maybe they won't. Lynx keeping a close eye on them.
Oh, Liz Given takes down Xyonix though, which means
Lynx is
Dark
actually...
Prince is coming to try and get the res off, and there it is. But
Lynx is 1
does
HP.
have a Diva.
Lynx 1 HP going to get absolutely shredded there by the Soldier Lucio. Mostly coming in roasting Sharp. Sharp using that tactical visor, but getting absolutely decimated by Demnos on that Lucio damage. Splenectomy are pulling up a amazing Diva kill on the Soldier. And
It's a good tire though.
Tire on the Rhine. Look, this
But
team
with the
is
Reinhardt
bombed by
down,
Team
there's not a
Resurgence.
lot of protection from that bomb.
And Team Resurgence healing their team is Dark Prince. Cornered
They're
in a corner.
stalling at this point quite well, but I don't think they can hold it. The risk here is giving too much ult charge to Pineapple, to Hawaiian, sorry, who can then use that to break through second.
Indeed. And we have frags on Diana and anybody else who might be vulnerable. Demnos is going to barely make it out there alive, with Liz Given picking up both their main source of damage and their main tank. Newbie picking Splenectomy out of the mech and Cheetah finishing off what Newbie started. Sharp did manage to get a pick on Demnos, however I don't think it's going to be enough to keep control of point 2, so then they have to make this push either really quick or chances are that they might not be able to cap it. Have the Diva Bomb coming out here.
Oh, it's a big Diva Bomb!
Beautiful kills. Liz-Given just wiping Mercy and Reaper. They're picking up the Diva Pilot. It looks like this game is almost sealed.
Yeah, they're definitely going to get this point capped out. It just becomes a matter of how long Resurgence can stall it.
Yes, especially
so that early pick onto Ana is definitely going to make it difficult.
Especially with the map so much alike to CP, they're able to just trickle out of that spawn and hold it for a couple of minutes. However, the focus fire is too great, and they are going to cap that with over a minute advantage.
At least for now, it looks like he's still managed to establish it.
Newbie gets absolutely shredded, but is about to win a 1v1 against the Genji. However, Mercy does come to Psionics's aid and rescues him from the Baby Diva.
Yeah, the defenders from Team Hawaiian all sitting behind that Rhine shield are really negating Sharp on the high ground, but they're not getting on the point. And as soon as the Rhine shield moves down onto the point, a Helix rocket takes out 2. So there it is. That's that strong push from Resurgence, because you need to stay on that cart anyway. So if you're going to be sitting on the cart, it's probably the strongest thing you can pull out.
Indeed. And especially on a map like Mbani with very enclosed corridors and such, Bastion on the cart can be incredibly devastating, especially against back.
Oh, that's a big tire though. They may just have to
picking off both tanks. Sharp desperately trying to get killed with the attack buys, however he's going to get picked off by Liz-Given, who I'm definitely going to say is going to be the MVP of this match.
He's
beautiful Helix.
putting Resurgence in an awkward position, but Nimby being demaxed may give them what they need. Oh! Both Mercies down, but Sharp gets the better of Cheetah. Oh man, the kills are just back and forth, but I think it looks like Hawaiian have got the advantage in this one. They've got the tanks on the point. It's going to be difficult to dislodge them with just a couple of... Oh wow, it's a 1-on-1 Tracer Diva, but Newbie wins the fight over, so that's going to be a successful capture. Surprised Cheetah didn't hold that high ground, but...
Indeed. We have finally seen coming back from their spawn very bad.
Sharp's picked early in the fight. Oh, yep, that's over. That is a successful capture. It's just down to how long it takes.
That's definitely going to be played again. I'm going to guess that either makes always given trying to get player off the
Now, Resurgence are in a very awkward position now because they haven't baited out any ultimates for this capture either. So we've got the big 6 online for Team Hawaiian that just needs to take it down the street. And they're not in a position to hold that first corner.
Only another 40 minutes. This is going to be a very easy game for Team Hawaiian. They manage to wipe the enemy team.
Now the cart is being stalled up very nicely by Psionics, and here comes Sharp.
Beautiful.
That's a very good aggression into them. Riptire only picks up links. They may... This one is going to be down to the wire, but Resurgence have got the upper hand.
Resurgence, however, does have a very far away spawn, so they are going to have to take this fight more or less 5 or 4v6, as they are right at the attack spawn and very far away from their own.
Self-destruct creating a lot of space, but no kills coming through. Oh, there goes one onto yeah, okay. That's not good news for Team Resurgence. They're in a very strong position coming into that fight, but the kills are going against them now due to their respawn distance.
Almost 4 people on the cart, absolutely shredding through anything that tries to stand in their way. And this looks like it's going to be an easy cap. And
It was a heroic
team.
defense, and they came so close to nailing it. Very, very good effort by Resurgence.
We have picks coming out from both teams. Resurgence is down 3, and team
Skiven is doing work, but Splenectomy just finally takes her out, and that's going to.
other Team Hawaiian. Team Hawaiian is getting picked. It is a 1v1 versus the Mercy. Actually,
that's
res off.
Mercy gets the res, and then now they've got a Tracer to stall while they're getting their reinforcements in. Pulse bomb goes wide. This is anyone's fight at this stage. There's a brawl on the point.
Very high risk, high reward res coming out from Squidgy there very, very quickly. We have Blizzimon and Squidgy grouping up on their upper platforms.
Oh, and Sharp goes down early in the fight. That'll be the go button for Team Hawaiian.
There we had Blizzimon
Psionics down from the Diva Bomb as well. That should be... Oh, okay. They're committing the sound barrier to try and keep this fight going.
Indeed, Squidgy and Blizzimon are grouping up there on the high ground, waiting for the perfect opportunity to jump in and turn the fight in their favor. As we all know, Pharmacy is incredibly strong to play against, or to play with, and unless you have a Deadeye or a Soldier ult, chances are that you won't manage to pick them. I can't English.
All this fight's still going, and Resurgence are keeping hold of the point, so that sound barrier definitely paying off.
10 AM, ladies and gentlemen, and I am surviving on 4 hours of sleep.
And the kill feed is mostly coming through in favor of Team Hawaiian, but again, the point's still in control. Resurgent are still gaining percentage. We're up to 80%, and it looks like they've finally finished off. But it's going to be almost 90% by the time that cap goes over.
Coming up 70% on almost all their ultimates, with Sharp being the lowest at 50, who I expect will build this ult perfectly. But Newbie picking up a pitiful 2 kills with that amazing Diva Bomb spot right there. To pop that and bring 2 people back to life. Almost there with Tranquility and Monkey ult.
Oh, it's a big opening Diva Bomb, takes out the Pharmacy.
And
that cleanup as well.
Absolutely just wiping the point and going to probably take that map, part of the map, home. Put it up.
Now, Team Hawaiian do have a desperate push, but they've got a Velk for it, they've got Transcendence for it, they've got the tools, but they need to get on the point, and that's the tricky part. And already Liz Gibbons is down. There's the Valk to pick her up. Sharp not managed to take out the Mercy with the Deadeye.
Here we have the Valkyrie.
There's the Transcendence.
Valkyrie and Transcendence coming out from Team Hawaiian. Not able to make much of a dent on that fight, as it does seem that Team Resurgence has all sorts of their players ready to frag the enemy team.
Yeah, the incredible healing power of Moira can feel like a mini trance as long as she's got charge. Especially when they're all grouped up like that.
And
yeah, their focus, fire, and discipline in those brawls is just exceptional. Yeah, and Pharmacy is definitely very good on this particular map as well. Garden is often described as far as home, or at least a home away from home. The Anna is an interesting choice.
Magus is getting pinched there by the Reaper and the McCree, which can be absolutely devastating to run a monkey against. However, Zyonix on the Reaper is going to be going down to Newbie. Newbie picking up kills left, right, and center, assisting out Megs with pricking off the DPS.
The bomb is going to get hedged out by those barriers. Big anti-heal.
Stain, of course, doing more
really
of the specialty.
Team Resurgence. I think that might be what Anna's there for. More than Anna's healing power, it's the anti-heals to shut down Dark Prince's Moira.
Sharp there, wasting his Deadeye.
Very good sleep onto Rini to stay alive for a bit longer on Debnus.
Sharp punishment at all coming from a McCree. Cough cough. Other Sharp is 99 on Deadeye. And
that's a huge Death Blossom.
5 people there. Squidgy racing to Dark Prince, picking Wisdom off the Reaper, take him out of the fight. Banks does manage to get a vital pick on the Mercy, which can be really good if Team Hawaiian does manage to get back in time. 3 people on the cap is going to be a desperate struggle to keep control of the point. They are both at roughly the same process. So.
Onyx going down does get rid of a lot of their punching power on the point as well.
Indeed.
I think this one will go over, it's just a matter of time.
Looks like Team Hawaiian's reinforcements did manage to get there in time, and
their own.
Indeed. And here we have a nano.
Oh, it's a nano primal raging Winston. That's
very unfortunate for if it was a mistake, as it is quite a waste of damage that can be given. Lizjibin only barely staying on the map with his Wraith form.
And then commits the Death Blossom into nothing. Onyx cleaning up the fight with his own. But the point is still ticking up.
Chances are that
reinforcements are diving in for Team Hawaiian. It's heading into 99.
Dark Prince on 1 HP going to try and desperately lifesteal his way back to full health. Yet he still managed to. Demnos getting picked.
Oh! And that big Diva Bomb from Numbi may just end this one and see it all tied up 1-1. Yeah, Sharp's not going to be able to get anything with that attack visor at this point in the fight, and now it's just down to clean up. And that ties it all up in Lijiang Tower.
Control center. Have Megs on the Ryan getting very aggressive. Very, very dangerous, but very high reward.
Yeah.
And just push them back with that giant blue rectangle.
Yeah, the problem is with Resurgence running both McCree with Sharp and Onyx on the Reaper, there's a lot of punishment for an aggressive Reinhardt.
Getting
in fact, the Rini on the Junkrat as well, they are running a triple DPS comp with only Diva for the tank, and that's just shredded through that Reinhardt shield as if it wasn't there. However, all they've got for covering them is her using a mech to body block and 2 seconds of defense matrix, which is not a lot.
Ooh, Liz given very, very badly picking off Rini's tire with a very quick concussion mine. However, Diva is probably an optimal pick here, seeing as the only real damage, such as Junkrat, red absolutely through.
Now we have the brawl on the point. It's Sharp getting shut down mid Deadeye shot there is definitely going to tilt things in the favour. Well, at the very least, it's going to bait out Lynx's Valk.
Lynx frozen too with a Valk.
Squidgy bringing out the Valkyrie of their own, and there's a sound barrier as well.
Sharp is going large.
Yeah, the fight's still ticking up, and Resurgence still have a very strong position on this point.
Sharp going large, absolutely decimating the enemy team.
Megs on Reinhardt is struggling to deal with Sharp on the flank, and that's a huge shatter. And will they pick up the Mercy there? No. It's a big counterplay from Resurgence after such a strong shatter.
Indeed. Resurgence.
And Resurgence in a very strong position in this fight. Looks like they're going to take this map and put themselves back in the race as we go 2-2, heading into the finals. Or the final map, I should say.
Final map, of course, going chosen with Team Hawaiian. It's going to be very interesting what's in the chosen. Hopefully we can go for maybe Gibraltar or another map that we haven't played yet.
It's a very sneaky Diva Bomb there.
Map has
already around the first corner and under the bridge. So we're heading into the back of the first point. Kills finally starting to come through for Team Hawaiian.
And I have returned.
And welcome back.
Thank you.
So the fight has descended into a bit of a brawl. There are people all over the place. Dark Prince getting a sneaky res onto Lynx. But here comes attack visor from Cheetah. Doesn't get much with it. Gets Lynx, but dies for his trouble. Resurgence still in a strong position. It's a big Diva Bomb taking out Dark Prince, but I don't know if it'll be enough.
No, probably not. Sharp picking up that kill on the Diva.
And Meg's coming in. Squidgy. Oh, Squidgy's got Valk though. That could turn things around.
Indeed. However, Sharp is 99 on Tactical Visor, which would be...
There it is. Tac Visor out straight away, but he's already got Diva on top of him.
Indeed. Diva has already, however, wasted
Picks
a
up
lot of the
Debnos,
mages.
but
Picks up Baby Diva. Tranquility comes out.
this fight just keeps going. Resurgence still the ones in the driver's seat, and yep, there it is across the line.
We'll see some beautiful sagas coming out against Team Hawaiian here.
There goes Cheetah, and Debnos falls shortly afterwards.
Sharp taking up the high ground here, very instrumental. Holding
and it's a very good shutdown by Debnos, destroying that Death Blossom before it does too much damage.
Sharp absolutely shutting down Cheetah's ultimate there. Chat can say whatever they want, but that was a good play.
And it's all over bar the stall now. It's Resurgence looking very good on this push so far.
With 4 minutes only to push it to the final cap and a huge stagger ability advantage coming out here. They're going to get 3 kills, maybe 4. Junkrat going to get a lucky kill on Sharp there.
They're just going to keep pushing.
Okay, Splenectomy walking right past, now going to take the high ground and Soldier 76 to get that huge advantage of the high ground. Meg's being forced to put down the
get Squidgy.
Primal. Demnos weak, being assaulted by the soldier from range, however the monkey is going to jump up and try and get him off at the very top.
Yeah, Zonix is doing work on the cart, but I don't know if it'll be enough. But there's a Death Blossom. Nope, shut down again. That's
However, they do have a Tactical Visor at their disposal to deal with the Mercy there. Getting a pick on Megs there and trying to get rid of that Diva mech in order to use that Tactical Visor.
The cart's still slowly creeping forwards.
Upping that Tactical Visor.
Very good trance at the same time the Tac Visor gets popped. And
yeah, he still manages to get Squidgy right there.
At the end, yeah.
Getting picked off by Cheetah
Finally
on the
getting
McCree.
killed.
Very barely losing the fight, and the McCree Cheetah very barely surviving.
Deadeye shot used, but all of it eaten by Diva, or Diva's mech.
More like eaten by Diva's face, as she does get demeched from those 3 Deadeye shots, body blocking them for the rest of the team. Sharp going to get decimated there with the entire push force of Team Hawaiian there, very weak.
It looks like they've finally stabilized, but even then, Xionics taking out the tanks as they bite off a little too much.
Reaper that is hiding behind him, possibly going to get...
This is going to be... there's a big Death Blossom for Atlas-Given.
Beautiful.
His first one may have been shut down by a headshot from the Zen, but that one has just denied an entire push with just the one ult.
Beautiful flank came out there from Liz7, already at 16% ult right after using it.
Teams, but Cheetah's got his Deadeye up. If they can make some space with the tank ults, they may be able to clean up a team fight with that as well. Both Mercies are coming up on their Valks as well, and Sharp is getting very close to that Tac Visor.
Bomb comes out from Newbie, picking Splenectomy's mech.
Dark Prince uses the Valk to bring back Xionics twice. And down he goes a 3rd time.
Sharp getting picked up.
Tac Visor used to counter Sharp's, or rather Transcendence used to counter Sharp's Tac Visor. And it looks like that Team Resurgence will be held here at sea. Now I have one last desperate attempt at the cart, but I don't know if they've got the tools they need, especially with Squidgy still having Valk up.
Self-destruct comes out, but doesn't manage to get anybody. Psionics going large, getting 2 picks.
Good Death Blossom, it might be what they need.
Cheetah getting the pick on the ring
Squidgy's
there.
Valk is up, trying to...
Dark Prince only barely manages to res Rennie there with the help
Oh,
of
it's
the
going to
beat
be difficult to get back in that mech, and sure enough, Sharp takes it down.
However, Team Resurgence has got a 3-player advantage on Team Hawaiian. So it does look like they are going to make a little bit of headway.
Yeah, it looks like Team Resurgence will cap this out, especially with Dark Prince now having Valk online. They'll get this one across the line, but they have done it in overtime.
Ooh, are they? Ooh,
Oh,
lovely. And a C9.
And a C9.
Team Resurgence. Oh my lord. Oh, mega long thing indeed.
Well, here comes Diva onto the... Oh, this Given has already been knocked off the payload. Which gives Resurgence a chance to interrupt this pirate ship before it can get re-established. And Xionyx is after him, but gets mowed down by the Bastion cannon.
Lovely pick on the Mercy there, however she is going to get dived by the tank duo. However, it was a very worthwhile pick. Getting the Mercy out of the fight has pretty much won them that fight.
They have managed to... Team Resurgence has managed to stop the Bastion, but they've only got the tanks alive, so I don't know if they can hold that cart for that long.
Splenectomy,
Dark Prince coming back.
Very low.
Maybe... Splenectomy goes down, but with Lynx back and Sharp returning to the fight now, there's some potential for some stall, but Cheetah is going to be a problem.
Not able to get out of that fight alive.
Yeah, I think at this point Resurgence are almost trickling into this, and they're just not getting... They're not getting the kills.
The Congo Bongo does go down,
it's
damage-boosting the entire team. It's like a mini Valk.
Yeah, I don't know. As I said, the tanks are still just sort of brawling around.
Holholm coming out, but absolutely getting shredded by the Eraser there with the insane high damage per minute.
And Cheetah is just picking people off on the high ground, because when you've got a good Widow and a Bastion set up, what threat do you dive?
The answer is you dive back to your spawn and you hide.
And they're gonna need a plan to deal with that Bastion. Actually, they don't need a plan to deal with that Bastion, because Liz Given has swapped over to Farah.
Beautiful damage coming out from your boy Cheetah right here, getting a good shot on that Mercy, allowing the Farah to one-shot her, getting a beautiful pick on the Junkrat, trying to 1v1 the Winston.
Well, getting away with it.
Winston is absolutely dead here, and he's just daggering himself by running away. This is not looking good for Team Resurgence.
No, they haven't been looking good on this defense. I don't know if something's happened, but
Cheetah absolutely popping off. Almost losing that 1v1 to the Ana, but getting out just in time with 60 HP left. Getting that Diva out of mech, getting the baby Diva. And that's the easy second point.
similar.
4 minutes to push this.
Yeah,
With the Widow as such a threat, it is not looking good for Team Resurgence unless they can pick up the Widow player of their own. Try and counter Cheetah. At this point, I want to see...
And Xionyx has gone over to the Widow.
I want to see Sharp.
This Given is just cleaning up the spawns with
I want to see
cleaning
Sharp
them up
playing...
as they
Sharp is playing some lovely Tracer here. It would have been nice to see him play some Widow.
At this stage, they're just going to be struggling to get on that cart. They're in a very, very awkward position with Farah having the skies clear around there and a Widow set up on the high ground.
Widow very heavily
struggling to make any space. Nano Reaper, on the other hand, will take control of that payload area for a while, but...
Mercy gets picked by a beautiful headshot coming out from Cheetah. Diva abandons diving Cheetah to come back onto the point, and this looks like it's going to be game and match for Team Hawaiian. 3 minutes left on the clock.
It's going to be
and
the
5 meters left on the card. A beautiful rocket barrage will clean up that point. Winston as the lone survivor.
Sharps on the payload, but it's all just stagger and stall. They haven't been able to provide a threat to the attackers, and that'll end it there. So Team Resurgence eliminated after a marathon of games, going all the way to the 5th game.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me,